Hey, come on. Grab my hand. Come on. I'll hold your hand through this. I'll hold your hand through all of this. Just kidding. I'm not going to hold your hand. Definitely not. But what I will do, I will stand right next to you this whole entire time while we're on this journey. If you get lost, you get confused, I'll slow down, get you back on track. That's my promise to you. Okay, what am I talking about? What journey? I'm talking about Bitcoin. You've probably heard about Bitcoin, and if you haven't, well, you're definitely in the right place. And if you have heard about Bitcoin, then I'm sure you've seen its prices. It swings up, it swings down, all over the place. But what exactly is Bitcoin? Isn't it for terrorists? Isn't it for drug dealers? In fact, how do I even use Bitcoin?
Welcome, valued customer. If you have your shopper's card, scan it now. Scan your shopper's card or Kroger Pay. Enter your alternate ID or touch no thanks.
You're here watching this because you want to learn more about Bitcoin, and you have a lot of questions that need answers. But where do you start? Books? Podcasts? Internet? TV? Well, I'll show you. Right here. This is one good place to start. The bottom. Here, we'll build up our knowledge and foundation, and we'll climb this hill together. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Ray. I've been investing into Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and I've learned a lot about investing over the last 3 years now. There were a lot of difficult terms and concepts. It took me a long time to really understand. It took me a long time to wrap my head around all of it. And there were times when I thought I understood something very well. I just wound up falling flat on my face. I'd have to get back up, accept that I was wrong, and learn it all over again. And as much as I think I know now, I'm still learning more and understanding more about it every day. My goal with this YouTube channel is to teach you everything that I know, to try to help keep you from falling just like I did many times in the past and smacking your face. I also want to learn more about you and more about Bitcoin as we go along.
Actually, that's a good question.
I want to bring in the information in a way that doesn't confuse you, in a way that doesn't make your head spin, or in a way that doesn't make you want to tune me out. For me, Bitcoin was a journey. I didn't just wake up one day and learn everything there is to know in an hour. I was working 60 hours a week when I first got into Bitcoin, sometimes more, sometimes less. And when I wasn't working, I had to put in a lot of time reading, studying, to sort of get better at my job. The point is, I had a busy life before Bitcoin, just like I'm sure you do too. I squeezed in whatever little time I had throughout the week to learn about it because I kept asking myself, I was really curious, what is this thing that costs so much money and just keeps fluctuating up and down in prices? What is this? But almost everything I used to learn about Bitcoin was either dry or dense. There was a bunch of jargon that I just couldn't understand. No. It was hard to find explanations for them all that made sense to me that I could understand. And I just keep looking and looking all over the place until I found something that I could sort of understand. I felt like I wandered off a lot. I felt like I had no clue what I was doing. I felt like I had no clue where I was going. And so my commitment to you with this YouTube channel is this: to help you understand Bitcoin as easy as possible, to make it as easy as possible for you to understand it, to keep you from wandering off track, to keep you from falling flat on your face, and to help you understand how understanding how important it is can be life-changing to you. Because I know that learning anything is a long process, I didn't want to just make a bunch of videos and sell it as an online class. Classes get boring, classes get expensive, and it's really easy to just put aside a class and totally forget about it. And so instead, I decided I'd make weekly videos where I do my best to break down and simplify everything as we go along bit by bit. And interesting enough for you to want to come back week after week to learn more about Bitcoin. With each video, you'll learn a little bit more. We'll start slow and easy and slowly build up our foundation. My goal isn't to make sure that you learn it by tomorrow or by next week or even by next month. My goal is to make sure that you eventually do understand it. You won't learn everything there is to know about Bitcoin in one video, or 5, or even 10, or even in a year. Just because we've made it to the top of the staircase at this point doesn't mean that we understand everything that there is to know about Bitcoin. We've only barely just started. But that doesn't mean that you need to understand everything that there is to know about Bitcoin and become an expert in order to start investing into Bitcoin. Because as much as I want to teach you everything I know and everything there is to know about Bitcoin, literally nothing will be a better teacher for you than experience. By doing it yourself, by learning from what you're doing right, by learning from your mistakes, and still keep pushing despite your mistakes. And because I know that Bitcoin is an investment, we'll also be talking about basic investment strategies to help us along. Because after all, Bitcoin is an investment. And I wouldn't be doing you any favors if I didn't teach you the basic about investments as well, would I? It'd be pointless. It'd be like if you just got off work, you called an Uber to go home, they come pick you up, and they drop you off somewhere besides home. It's kind of like, thanks for the ride, but what's the point? And so that's it. That's my whole point. I don't want to misguide you. I don't want to mislead you. I want to take you somewhere that I think you need to be, not somewhere else. The only way to be successful at any of this is to learn not only about Bitcoin, but also all of the different pieces that surround Bitcoin. Everything from personal finance to investing to economics to technology. And I don't claim to be an expert in any of these things, but we're going to tackle each of these things as they relate to Bitcoin and to you. And we'll do all of this bit by bit, because the key to any of this is to make it become a part of your life, not just a small moment of your life here and there. And that's it for my first ever video about Bitcoin. I want to take a quick second to genuinely thank you for watching this video. It really means a lot to me. There's a lot of information about Bitcoin out there. Like I said earlier, it's not easy to wrap your head around all of it in one sitting and feel like you totally understand it. I sincerely want to be able to help as many people as I can understand it better. On the surface, Bitcoin seems suspicious and even sketchy. And my goal is to help you break it all down and make sure that you understand it better. I don't think Bitcoin is going away anytime soon, if ever. And for as long as it's around, I think it would benefit you and your life a whole lot to understand as much about it as you possibly can. So if you thought this video was interesting and you want to learn more about Bitcoin with me, please do me a favor, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon so you'll be notified when I post new videos. I'll be posting a new video each week where we'll peel back the layers of Bitcoin bit by bit, and we'll understand it a little bit better each week. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.